Now, this obviously isn't exactly very hard to do, but there are some things that can happen that will frustrate a narcissist when you do them more than maybe other things you could go about doing. So as you go through the list, what you're actually going to realize is there's a very odd pattern to the list. Let's get started. Number 5, getting help. A true blue narcissist will never be thrilled about the idea of you going to therapy. Going to therapy means you're going to be opening up about your life with a stranger and trying to sort some things out. Narcissists, knowing that they suck, can't have you going and talking and working things out and getting mentally stronger and healthier and having somebody on your team, on your side to help you make good decisions, and maybe having somebody else tell you that maybe you could find a better partner. A narcissist naturally will either discourage therapy, tell you it's a waste of time, it's not going to help. They might offer to come with you for couples counseling when all they're going to do is basically ruin it. They might even give you a silent treatment and not ask about it and try to pretend like you're not doing it. Don't let this stop you. If you really feel like you need to talk to somebody, never bring these people along, first of all, and do what you feel that you need to do to get the help that you are brave enough to go and get. Number 4, stoicism. I want to call it something other than gray rock because I'm tired of using the phrase gray rock, but nonetheless, nothing will just get under the skin of a narcissist quite like when you won't fight, when you won't get upset, when you won't emote, and when you won't play along. Even if you don't or can't stay silent, it's sometimes the way we carry ourselves that pisses off a toxic narcissist or just toxic people in general. Following really simple rules like you don't speak unless you're spoken to. When you do answer, whether it's vocally or through text, whatever, answering with as few words as possible. Don't use 7 when 4 will do. Don't ask, don't tell, and above all, appear unfazed, unbothered, and unemotional, especially when you know that this person is only doing what they're doing or saying what they're saying to purposefully get a rise out of you. I used to have this person in my life who would constantly tell me about just ridiculous get-rich-quick schemes and just really stupid ideas they had and things they wanted that they weren't going to afford. And it was just babbling and just talk and just nonsense. But it would get me really heated and it would get me really upset. And I'd go, "You're crazy. This isn't going to work. This is a pyramid scheme. Don't fall for that. Why aren't you smarter than this? Blah, blah, blah." And it wasn't like a big old narky fight or anything. I could just tell that my chain was getting pulled and I got the feeling I was being messed with. So I changed my approach to stoicism. And the next time I was told some idiotic story, I nodded my head and simply went, "Yeah, you should do that." And I walked away. And funny, I never heard another batshit stupid story ever again. Don't overreact or react at all if you can help it to obvious moronic behavior. Coming in at number 3, do your own thing, and survivor, do it well. Narcissists don't want you to do anything but pay attention to them all day long and sketch them while they sleep at night. And when you don't, it causes quite a bit of anger. A narcissist is going to tear down your hobbies, your activities, make fun of you, make fun of things you love. They'll try to destroy things between your kids, your pets, your career, everything that isn't them in a sad effort to get you to do more with them, give them more things, and pay more attention. Never, ever lose who you are just to be with somebody. If what you like, if what you're interested in, if your hobbies are not putting this person out or hurting this person at all, never stop what you're doing and try new things too. It is vital to have your own life outside of your relationship. Not only do we need to do our own thing, we need to do it well. We're dealing with a narcissist, a heavy ego here that always needs inflated, and you're never allowed to rise above them. And that's why I say do what you do and do it well. Narcissists have these egos, you see, that revolve around things like achievements, especially when they don't have any. You're not allowed to get a better education, want a better education, have a better job, make more money, have more friends. You're not allowed to be celebrated, complimented, awarded, or given an accolade, just to name a few things. Seeing you take the spotlight, the limelight, seeing you do well, seeing you succeed are big no-nos when it comes to dealing with a narcissist. So not only do I encourage you thoroughly to find all kinds of new interesting things that you like to do with new interesting people, don't be afraid to achieve and be the very best you that you can possibly be. Because while you're doing your thing and doing it well, it really pisses them off. If you'd like to talk with me one-on-one and get some help and support for what you're going through, there is a link right down in the video description to help you get started. Number 2, maintain your boundaries. This could seriously be its own video, but it's vital to maintain your boundaries and your standards when dating somebody, especially a narcissist. But in order to maintain, you have to know what your boundaries are in the first place. What are your deal breakers? What are your standards? What will you and what won't you compromise on? Telling a narcissist they can't have something, do something, go somewhere is going to result in them being angry. When you hold true to your boundaries and what you want to do and what you don't, you're going to piss them off. However, like everything else on this list, I talked in the intro about a pattern. So as we're on the eve of number 1 here we are. These are all things that you should be doing anyway. If the person you're in a relationship with or married to or friends with, whatever your situation is, if this person is mad about you having a life of your own, going out and doing things with other people, having your own things going on, doing well, feeling healthy, and taking care of yourself, it's a huge red flag if they see problems with those things. So let's get into some honorable mentions before we hit number 1. Some other things that will piss these folks off. Go to praising someone else, helping someone else, spending time with somebody else, basically any sentence with the words someone else in it. It really hurts the ego. These people need every ounce of everything you got and every second of your day. Not caring about material possessions or looks or fashion-y, shallow-y, vain things. A lot of times, if you're not into that stuff, and they are, it will really piss them off. Next one up, playing by the rules or playing nicely, being nice to authority figures, that will get them hot under the collar. They are spoiled little brats who want the rules and the laws to not apply to them. So when you can follow the rules and still succeed, pisses them off. Being nice to people that they can't stand, whether you're doing this purposefully to get a rise out of them or not. Being nice to really anybody in general, but especially someone that the narc can't stand, will make them mad. And the number 1 way that you piss off a narcissist is you break up with them. You take the power, the control, you end the relationship, set the boundaries, you block, and you don't go back. It inflicts several narc injuries and makes them so pissed off. Not only have they lost out on a source of supply, you don't reach out, you don't play the games, you don't hand the power back over to them, you have it and they know it. On top of that, you might expose them, smear them, call them out, and do more damage, whether you mean to or you don't. Not allowing them to do what they want will piss these people off worse than anything else, because really, in the end, no matter what else you do to them, they always have this feeling in the back of their mind that they can pull you back in, they can suck you back in, they can do this to you all over again. Yeah, you can say and do whatever you want, but in the end, you're going to come back, and they seem to feel that they know that. So it is the greatest thing in the world and causes the most anger when you prove that you win and they lose. What else makes narcissists go red with rage? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great day, Survivor, and take care of yourself.